and welcome back to the reviews of Miraculous Season 5. Now, in this video, we'll be reviewing episode 133, Elation, the Tiger Miraculous Roar, which is the last episode of this year, 2022. Let's get this thing started already, shall we?
Ah, spoiler alert!
After defeating a villain, Ladybug and Cat Noir do their trademark pound-it fist bump as Cat Noir proceeds to leave. Ladybug pulls his tail and stops him. She then shows Cat Noir a table for two with cream puffs and offers him to sit down and eat with her. He refuses because he will de-transform in a minute, and Ladybug says in a very flirtatious tone, "You know, 1 minute can feel like eternity if you are with the right person." Cat Noir proceeds to go away, but before that, Ladybug tries to kiss him, but he just backs up and asks her what she's doing. Ladybug, disappointed, asks Cat Noir if he has a new girlfriend, but he thinks she is just trying to put him at test and responds with, "I know your tricks and it's not gonna work," and it just goes away. As Cat Noir hides to de-transform, a fan spotsman brings her friends to all take a selfie with him, but he escapes in a few seconds after de-transforming. And then he looks at Marinette's house and decides to go in. Meanwhile, in Marinette's room, Marinette is complaining about the fact that Cat Noir isn't flirting with her as he used to do. In response, Alia reminds her that she asked Cat Noir to stop flirting with her, but then Marinette starts to think that maybe Cat Noir is not in love with her anymore, and the conversation continues with Marinette arguing with Alia. Adrien then arrives, and Marinette's mother calls Marinette on her phone about this, and she becomes stressed over the fact that Adrien has arrived. But however, Marinette lashes out at Alia. Marinette then decides to go outside to calm down. Meanwhile, a passerby notices Adrien and takes a picture with him. And Marinette's parents explain that Marinette is busy with Alia. As Adrien leaves, he realizes he is not safe from all the fans surrounding him. So he transforms into Cat Noir to avoid being seen. And he sees Marinette coming outside. Marinette is freaked out, but she tries to calm herself down. So Cat Noir and Marinette engage in a conversation. Tiki becomes worried about Marinette, and Alia tries to stay positive. As they head outside, Marinette is gone because Cat Noir and Marinette are enjoying the highest view of Paris, and they enjoy the night in town. But the shocking truth is revealed. Marinette thinks Cat Noir is no longer in love with Ladybug, while Cat Noir thinks Adrien himself is no longer in love with Marinette. After they had a small talk, they gave each other a kiss on the cheek, but it all ends quickly when Cat Noir realizes that it was not good enough. Marinette becomes enraged because people are choosing what's good for her. Monarch becomes pleased and Marinette has finally despaired. As a result, Marinette is about to become akumatized, but the effect wore off when Cat Noir kissed Marinette. So Monarch refuses to give up, so he decided to akumatize Andre. Marinette calls Alia, and Tiki agrees to head to where Marinette is so she could transform to Ladybug. Cat Noir attempted to split the akumatized Andre in half, but to no avail. And Cat Noir kept getting knocked out, and Alia attempted to fight back, only to get attacked. And it was Ladybug to the rescue. Cat Noir and Ladybug reunite with one another and regain their true feelings. And Ladybug summons an oversized parasol, and it impales the akumatized Andre, dragging him to the fire and melting away the akumatized floor. Andre returns back to normal and thanks Ladybug and Cat Noir. And it has become official. Gabriel is the monarch. I repeat, Gabriel is the monarch. Cat Noir and Marinette then reconcile, and there will be new challenges awaiting, thus ending the final episode of 2022.
Did you know that?
This episode shares its name with the concept of the Tiger Miraculous. Although the concept of the Tiger Miraculous was officially stated to be Exaltation, it has also been given as Elation. This also reveals a new information of Cloud, as with Glaciator, the user doesn't always have to be enveloped in energy to strike their opponents, as they can just use their fists with energy and release it. Besides, the superpower of Cloud, the concept of Elation expresses a feeling of great joy and exhilaration. Something that guided Marinette and Cat Noir's relationship in this episode. So both Marinette and Cat Noir were shown exhilarated when at the presence of each other, causing them to dive into their own excessive feelings of joy and being together and ignoring the dangers of them being in love with each other in their reason. After his own emotions had cooled down, Cat Noir was able to notice how wrong it was for him to be with Marinette as Cat Noir, as he was being selfish and cruel for making someone love someone who she didn't know anything about. This eventually almost led to Marinette being akumatized as she was still overloading with her own emotions, this time with anger and heartbreak. To prevent Marinette from being akumatized, Cat Noir kissed her so her exhilarating passion for him would override him with her own emotions. And another consequence of their exhilarating joyride was that Monarch discovered Cat Noir's feelings for Marinette, a fact that may put her in great danger and risk of the villain discovering her true identity as Ladybug. Even though Elation expresses an amount of joy, its opposite expresses well that has led to a set amount coming from heroes as well as with that emotion of loneliness. As Cat Noir mentioned in Glaciator 2, that he had a hard time controlling his love impulses which came into his life after his mother disappeared and his father changed, shutting him out, but keep making him feel unloved. Then, when he became the hero and met Ladybug, he became so infatuated with her, hoping she could give him the love his father couldn't. And for Marinette, it came in the opposite direction. As Ladybug, she and her powers were relentlessly and obsessively hunted by Monarch, that she temporarily had to give up or lose something or someone just to stop him, which led her to feel traumatized, scared, and alone. Both of their doubts of loneliness were caused by the same person, Adrien's father. In terms of concept, the concepts of tiger and pig are very similar, as they both refer to the feelings of joy, however with a difference. While the pig's concept, jubilation, is what makes people happy, the tiger's concept, elation, is about an excess of that feeling that is able to cloud one's joy and judgment. And yet, they are the same in terms of feeling joy, just for it to be taken away. And this is the 5th time Andre gets akumatized while in Glaciator, Catalyst, and twice in Glaciator 2. Andre is the 2nd character to get 2 magical charms with the same design, following Sabine in Quinlan and Dearest family. And he's also the 5th character to have their first magical charm be destroyed, following Gabrielle, Roland, and Sabine in Dearest family, and Chloe in Penalty. And this is the 3rd time Marinette says normal girl with a normal life outside of the intro, after Scented Bubbler and Jubilation. It is revealed that Cat Noir's staff can extend to at least hundreds of meters, as it's shown to extend above the clouds, which is usually from at least 300 meters above the ground. Adrien discovers that Marinette has been in love with him before finally giving up and starting to fall in love with him as Cat Noir instead. Him saying, if Marinette fell in love with me once and she can do it again, it's the same thing he said with her after with her alter ego in Oblivio. This is Gabrielle's 5th attempt to akumatize Marinette following Zombizo, Chameleon, Pat Blanc, and Ladybug. And this is also the 2nd time an Akuma affects Marinette and also almost makes her give up her earrings to the villain following Ladybug. Marinette also gets a 2nd potential villain identity unmask her. And this is also the 5th time someone infected with an Akuma doesn't fully transform, following Chloe in Miraculous, Marinette and Sabine in Ladybug, and Felix in Gabrielle Agreste. Now that Monarch has the power of the voyage, he can retrieve an Akuma whenever it gets rejected by the intended target. This is the 7th episode where we see a white background and not the actual destination for a portal made by Voyage, after Destruction, Jubilation, Illusion, Determination, Passion, and Reunion. This episode is the first time fire is seen in the show. The creator, Thomas Astrog, previously stated that it was difficult to show it in a kids show. Monarch discovers that Cat Noir has feelings for Marinette, a fact that he intends to exploit better, getting his Miraculous and Ladybugs. This is the 12th time a Lucky Charm object resembled an akumatized victim's object. In this case, the parasol from Stormy Weather and Stormy Weather 2. Just like Zombizo in her titular episode, Andre's views about love became so twisted as once destined soulmates are brought together by his ice cream, they can't be in love with no one else. This is the 12th time Marinette would end up separated from Tiki, Falling Princess Fragrance, Sandboy, Miraculous Shanghai, Reflex Doll, Weird Dad, Kwame Buster, Face, Soul Crusher, Hacksan, Dearest Family, and Passion. Tiki explaining the falling in love and revealing their identities will be the end of the world between Cat Noir and Marinette's situation to Alia, and her laughing it off as a joke similar to the conversation Tiki had with Flag and Passion. Unknown to Alia, Marinette had an emotional breakdown leading to her near akumatization, and if it wasn't for Cat Noir kissing her to save her, then it would have ended like an ephemeral. Which is also ironic as their alter egos, Ladybug did the same for him in Dark Cupid. The events of Heroes' Day are mentioned. Then in Glaciator's rampage he believes if Ladybug and Cat Noir gave up their jewels, then they could be together. However, he is wrong that it wasn't their jewels that could be the real problem, but the person who was after them. What Andre also didn't know is that Monarch doesn't care who has the jewels as long as he gets them, meaning the mastermind is willing to do anything and everything he did to the heroes to anyone and everyone else, ending up a solution being a quick or easy short-term solution. This is the 4th time where the akumatized object is the same object as a rose-following Style Queen, Weredad and Oni-chan. And this is the 6th time that Ladybug and Cat Noir have kissed following Dark Cupid, Oblivio, The Puppeteer 2, Cat Blank, and Jubilation. And this episode bears a strong resemblance to Glaciator, Frozer, Weredad, Oni-chan, and Glaciator 2. The reason of Andre's akumatization is the same as Glaciator and Glaciator 2, the sadness of those doubting his ice cream's magic and destined soulmates of not being together. Along with Glaciator, Weredad, and Glaciator 2 except Frozer and Oni-chan, all four deal with interactions between Marinette and Cat Noir. All except Oni-chan and Glaciator 2 deal with Adrien and Cat Noir giving a flower to a girl he likes. All episodes center around the feelings of love which led to an akumatization. Along with Weredad and Oni-chan, all 3 victims' akumatized item is a rose. But unlike the other 2, Marinette's akumatization wasn't finished because of Cat Noir, and unlike Weredad, the bouts of feelings between them was real.
Now you know!
So we've all give this Miraculous Ladybug episode a good 3.7 out of 5.
This episode's rating is a 7 out of 10.
I'll be returning to my storyteller role now. I hope you have a good day, everyone.